Welcome to the Chewn podcast, where real topics are discussed by fake individuals with fake opinions. Even if it's the host or the guest, don't take them seriously. And if you do get offended, guess what? Shit happens. Leave it below in the comment section. Let's roll.
Dan DeVille has turned my attention to something that could be quite dangerous, to be fair. Although in this situation, maybe, I don't know, maybe in this situation, Dan DeVille, we got this clip right here. Y'all check it out, Nation, and we're going to speak on it.
An apology tonight from Westbrook police, who say they mistakenly posted an altered photo of evidence from a drug arrest. This after people online raised concerns about that photo, saying it appeared to be manipulated by artificial intelligence. Fox 23's Julia Simone joins us now live. And Julia, what do police have to say about this?
Marissa, the two photos have some key differences. And the Westbrook Police Department say the original photo was edited by ChatGPT to add the department's logo to it. But they say they didn't know this would also change other items.
Now, I'm going to say something. I'm going to let Dan DeVille take the rock. I'm going to take the ball. I'm going to hand it off to him. But I don't know why in the fuck y'all using ChatGPT to add a logo into y'all image anyway, because I do this shit, and all you got to do is have a PNG of your business icon and place that shit in there. So I'm a little suspect. Think there's room in there for some other shit. Dan DeVille, what you got, brother?
Brother, when I came across this news story, it opened my mind, and I started going down a real deep thought. This is just an incident that got publicized,
Right.
Now, however, in the next 2 years, as AI continues to grow and continues to grow and continues to grow, if you have the resources to fight the case, and for suitable legal defense, then they'll be able to go through the forensics and find if something's been altered.
Okay.
However, if like most from our communities, you're gonna have a public defender,
Right.
and that AI image can shape public opinion. If you choose to take a jury trial.
Right.
This is a problem. It's a problem to me that they're not being brought up on charges for this. You got something called deep fakes, right? And
Right.
and the deep fakes, that's legal, right? Right? Isn't that illegal?
Yeah.
If
it's illegal.
if you right? So
Right.
so what they did is for all intents and purposes, it's a deep fake.
It's true.
Because they faked out the nation. That they lied and said we tried to add a logo. Why you need ChatGPT to add a logo, as you said, Brother Jay? And even the intellect level, for you to use ChatGPT, there's plenty of other platforms, that you could use more professional.
Right.
So again, that's Bubba and Boss Hog back there playing on the computer. Well, we got something for these boys now, boy. Watch this, boy. Boy, we got 1 kilo. I tell you what, boy, tell that GPT thing, make it 6. Up it, make it 6. Make it 6, boy. Yeah, yep. I like how that look. What is a nick bag? It's a nickel bag of reefer. Make it look like a pound.
Hell yeah, make that thing, turn that thing up.
Man, it's
dangerous.
brother. The world is getting more dangerous and dangerous, man. They're showing you that soon in the near future they're gonna be swaying your opinion on what happened. And so they're slowly etching out the truth. They're blurring the hell out of the lines of what's true, where the people don't know what's true no more.
True.
Next you'll see a 80-year-old deacon from the church, and they'll say, all the deacon had 70 keys in the trunk, and tried to shoot out with the police.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And the man can't move his right hand probably because he had a stroke. But they don't know that. So it's this is just some nation. Be on the lookout. Keep your eyes open and your ears open.
Hell yeah.
Keep
Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
It's not This is, and honestly, like Dan DeVille said, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is because this is just what we've seen in it. But let's not also forget the Trump administration used altered documents to make that man seem as if he was part of MS-13 when that wasn't the case, and he got called out on it. So maybe this is literally just a time where it's coming into our face that it is fake, and somebody got it to fake it. But how much of this shit done went past us and we didn't even know?
Ain't have a clue.
And didn't even have a clue it was altered, deep fake, like my brother Dan DeVille said. And we went off on the evidence that was presented in front of us, believed it because it came from an organization that we supposed to believe in, and indeed it was all fake and bullshit. Now we got people behind bars serving life or 25-year sentences on something they literally didn't do, or something they didn't do to the degree in which they said they did it to.
And they sitting there telling you, they sitting there telling you, no, I didn't have 20 keys.
Right. You know what?
I had a quarter key.
I had a quarter. I had a QP. That's it. I had a QP.
Right.
I didn't have no damn 20 keys. I only had a QP, and that reminds me of the situation because we just had, not just had, but it was a couple months back, the inmates out of New Orleans broke out.
Right.
And one of the inmates went live, and I actually went and watched his live.
Yeah.
And did you watch his live and see what he was talking about?
Man, I watched like 2 minutes of it, man.
Bro, it was really deep. It was really deep. And after you watch, he was like, damn, this bro, he clearly acknowledges that he didn't live the best life.
Right.
But he also acknowledges that he shouldn't be in the situation he's in for as long as he's in it. So what had happened is he got involved with a woman who worked for the county, the state or the county. She threw out a quarrel, a lover's quarrel. You know, he probably messed with another woman. He was gone. She decided to press charges on him and get a restraining order on him, and then say he violated his restraining order. So they imprisoned him. While he's in prison for this violation, because he already had other charges on him previously, you know how it go, Danny.
Yeah.
You got charges, you a felon 2 times, 3 times, strikes out type situation. This put him in for a prolonged time. Well, while he's in there, the female recants her statements, letting him know it's not true. What happened? I lied. But bro, they don't never change his documents. They transfer him, keep his documents in place. They even he even had the written statements where she says it's not true. And they still keeping this brother in prison for something that the person who initially started it has went on documents saying he didn't do it, and this is what happened. And see, these are the things and the type of situations we gotten out there. Now, I ain't saying nothing right for him breaking out. I'm not saying whatever he did right, because he said he owned all this shit. But he's literally showing paperwork proving everything while he's doing this live before, of course, he gets apprehended and back in. And it's like, damn, that's fucked up.
And he's there because nobody's advocating him.
Right.
You know, the prosecutor knows about this. His public defender knows about this. The judge
DA
knows about this. But we'll get to it when we get to it.
Right.